Friends, we come to mourn. We come to comfort each other. We come to celebrate the life of Barbara Robbins. We come to give honor. We come to appreciate her creative and productive spirit. Barbara was a mother and a grandmother, a wife, a creator, a quilter, a needle pointer, a producer, a dancer, a singer, a designer, a caterer, a chorister, a costume coordinator, a manager, a skier, a traveler, a hiker. Her family claims that she was every word that ends with an "er." We gather here in this space, in this sanctuary, a place that was so dear to Barbara as she sang in the choir, participated in the services and the functioning of our Bris Shalom community. We gather in this place where she came to connect to community, to tradition, to values, to joy, the eternality of her spirit and soul. We gather in this place where she received comfort for her losses, the place where she sang and prayed and served. In the words of Ecclesiastes, a season is set for everything, a time for every experience under heaven, a time for dancing and a time for wailing, a time for birthing, a time for dying, a time for speaking, a time for silence, a time for seeking, a time for losing. We receive comfort from our tradition. Psalm 23, a psalm of comfort. Adonai Roi.
Adonai Roi lo exar vino deshe yabitzeni alamei menochot alamei menochot chesed yedefoni ko yamei chaya Adonai roi,
Please join me in the English. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He guideth me in straight paths for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou hast anointed my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Our condolences go out to Barbara's family, her loving husband, Steve, her children, Ben and Shelley and Jody and Francis, her grandchildren, Sydney and Max, and to all of her relatives, her family and friends who are here to grieve and to mourn. We are so sorry for your loss. Today we gather to mourn a deep and sudden loss. And we gather to celebrate a life well lived with joy and humor and friendship and an adventurous spirit. Barbara was born to Moishe and Zelda Greenfield in 1937. Zelda, her mother, was from Victoria, Texas, one of 4 sisters from the Bunnan family. And Moishe, her father, was from Israel, from Tzfat, when it was under Turkish rule. And so Barbara came from this beautiful stock, and she had this beautiful blend of productivity and creativity in her blood. Moishe, her father, was a CPA who put himself through school as a welder's helper. And so she had that work ethic that she carried with her for her entire life. Zelda, her mother, was a lively and hardworking, determined woman. When her mother was 16, she got an office job in an oil field, a 16-year-old Jewish girl. And the field hands would often challenge Zelda. They would come into the office with an extra dose of cursing and spitting. And eventually her charm and determination won the day, and she earned their respect. And so Barbara had that charm and determination in her soul. When she was born, the family moved to McGregor, and they grew up connected with the young, thriving Jewish community there. One of her father, Moshe's clients, owned a ranch. And so the family was blessed to spend time out on the ranch with an appreciation for nature and beauty and color. So Barbara graduated San Jacinto High School and attended the Texas Women's University in Denton, majoring in library sciences. Meanwhile, Steve arrived in Texas in 1954 from New York. And Steve's father and his uncle were musicians in New York, and it was time for a new start. And their uncle came out to Houston and convinced them that the streets were paved with gold, the land of opportunity. And it worked. They moved their families out to Houston and started working in the music scene in Houston. And one night, they were playing at a club when they met a lovely hat-check girl named Barbara. And Steve says that she made the fatal mistake of laughing at one of her father's jokes. And out it came. He said, "Have I got a boy for you?"